I noticed I've got 70 subscribers on my page, on my YouTube page. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my page. I don't post a lot on my page, but when I do post, I post what I feel important. So just to let you know a few things about me. I am a 58-year-old single woman. I live in my own home. I have 2 cats. An adorable Mickey cat who's polydactyl. He has what looks like a thumb. And then a sweet little Bobby Sue cat who's a calico. I have very strong political feelings. I call myself Democratic at this moment because the Democrats are the ones that are more to my ideal of what I see the country should be going to a more equal country, a more fair country, a country where corporations aren't allowed to take advantage of their workers or the community and the environment at large. And I believe that consumers and workers should not be able to take advantage of corporations. A fairness and equalness to everything. I do smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't see any use in them. They have no intrinsic value to me. I do art. I love to do artwork. I've got a few videos on here about how I do some of my art. And in fact, I've done even more art, and I plan on finishing even more. See, like, this is a little thing that I did. And I've got to finish the second side of it. The same thing with this one. I've got to finish the second side of it. And this is something I did. And this is something I did with my art. And this one is done with the other side. And I got several more I've got to finish. And if you wait just a second, I'll grab a couple more of them that I've done. Just so that you can see what I do. And yes, I do plan on selling them. I want to sell them, and if I can, I'll bring in the big piece. But I want to sell them so I can get myself a small countertop kiln. This is one I've painted. And my question always is, do you see a hummingbird or an angel? And then the inside of it says that. That there will go for $35. Now the next one is my $40 one. It took me 2 days to finish. And that's just the painting. A girlfriend of mine sends me the ceramic pieces. Her name is Cheryl Vizzo, and you can find her on YouTube as well, and you can find her on Facebook. She has Vizzo Visions on Facebook. And then the inside's just basic. That's my $40 one. This here is my little $15 box. And the reason why that's $15 is the clay inside right here has a bit of a flaw. So I took $5 off for that. And that piece right here took me an hour to paint, not counting the color out here. This one is my $20 one. It doesn't have any flaws in its clay. And they're just little ring boxes. Is all they are. This one here is $30. And then I paint these small ones. These, as I said, put leather on them and it becomes a necklace. This one is to Ukraine, and it's a $10 one. This one's just a basic hummingbird. And these are all $10 ones, these little ones like this. And there's this one here. Still have to put my initials on. And there's this one here. I still have to put my initials on. And then I got these here. And these will be $15. And on the back it's got that same. Xena hummingbird is equal to getting a kiss from an angel. And then on the front it says you've just been kissed. And then this one here is going to be $10 because it was a lot easier to paint. In fact, it was painted most of the way already. I just had to do some touch-up. And here's another $15 one, a little pink hummingbird. And I can do the hummingbirds in whatever color you want. And there's another one. I've even got a purple and blue hummingbird. Let's see. This camera is such a pain in the butt. See? And then I've got only a couple of these. I plan on painting a couple more. But it's a little frog, and it says, just hopped in to say, you're a great person, and I'm glad I know you. And this one here, it looks like a brown hummingbird, but when you get them in the sun, the brown here turns gold. And here's another one of those simple $10 ones. And here's another froggy one. And I am going to try to go in. I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to try to go in and grab that other thing. Okay. I'm back. Now this needs to be kilned. And that's why I need my countertop kiln. This is the bottom half of it. And up inside of this flower right here is a metal piece that you'll hang some fishing wire line from. And this flower right there is the important one that you see. And I've got to kiln it. This is basically a broken wall. It's supposed to look like a broken wall. Or a broken brick. Or whatever. And then the flower grew inside of it. And hanging from that wire inside will be this bird. It's a little hummingbird. Now if you want to know how I make these, I talk to the clay so that my mind can imagine seeing the bird and holding the bird. And then I can make these little boats. This is another one I made, and the tail broke off. And I had heated it in the oven to try and see if I can make it solid enough. And it's really not solid enough, because this is cone 6. So this kind of stuff is the reason why I want to get a tabletop kiln, so I can make more of these for sale. And the complete piece of the flower piece and the hummingbird, once it's put together, that'll be $75. Once it's painted, it's fired, it's painted, it's all put together, that'll be a $75 piece. That's a very ornate and large piece. Let's see if I can get this up to the camera better. If you can look, there's how all the flowers and stuff inside are. And then you come down and there's even a flower on the back of it. See? It's a very, very time consuming piece here. And then up inside there is where there's a piece of wire that will hold on to the hummingbird, which will hang here, and then its beak will face right towards that flower right there, so it looks like it's going to suckle off of that piece. So basically when it's done, let's see if I can get this where I want it, it'll look like this is hanging like that, right there. And that's the way it'll look. So that's the arts part of it. Yes, I do have 2 children. And they're in their 30s. My one son, at age 7, had his first aneurysm. At age 17, had his second. And after the second, they said that it'd more than likely be within 5 years, he'd have his third, and it would more than likely kill him. He hasn't had his third yet. He's now 30, let's see, I'm getting old, I can't remember. 89, 99, 2009, 2019, 20, he's 33 years old. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I'll forget it in about a week how old he is, because I like to envision him as my baby. They're both my babies still. So my youngest is 33, my oldest is 35. So, or going to be 33 and 35. Their birthdays haven't come yet. So, that's pretty much so about me. So, if you don't subscribe to my political beliefs, maybe you can get some better benefits out of my artistic side. But I am not going to apologize to anyone for who I am. I am not going to change who I am for anyone. If you don't like who I am, if you don't like my beliefs, if you don't like my empathy for others, and the fact that things like this Ukraine war and what Russia is doing pisses me off to no end, then move on to another page. I make these videos so that come time that my end of time comes, that my children will have something there to remember who I am. And that my grandchildren can learn who I am. Because this is just who I am. They don't have to have somebody imagine who I am. I love just love doing art. That is one of my favorite things. Teaching it is also another favorite thing. I also love doing, like, I totally redid my upstairs, and I did the drywall and all that other stuff. And I love doing that kind of things, building things, learning. Those are all my favorite things. I can't stand people who treat me like I'm stupid, because I'm not stupid. And I can't stand people who treat others like they're stupid, unless they're the type of people who are unwilling to do their own research, like what the Republicans are doing, and believe every harmful thing out there just to be able to subside their need for hate. I can't stand them people. I won't tolerate bigots. I don't go for it. I don't want to hear the word beaner. I don't want to hear the word gook. I don't want to hear any of those words. You say those words around me, I don't care how acceptable you think they are not acceptable to me. I don't care if you're black and you're using the word nigger. Excuse me. And then use the excuse, we're taking the name back. No, you're not. You're owning what a slave gave you, or a master gave you. You're owning that you're a slave. And that's the way I see it. You're a black man or a black woman. You're a descendant of Africa, but you are not a nigger. No more than a decent white person is a cracker. I'm a white woman with mixed blood. I am not a cracker. White, Native American, and African American. That's who I am. So, coming on and giving racial slurs and whatnot, you will piss me off. To no end. I love animals. I love all kinds of animals. I don't believe in harming any animal unless, even insects, unless the only choice I have to do is to harm them, because what they'll do to me will kill me because I'm allergic to insect bites. I don't see in harming anything. I don't see the use in harming them. There's no use in it. You got ants in your house, there are certain things you can lay down that will not harm the ants, but will deter them from your house. They don't like it. Just as easy as that. Got a spider in your house, you can catch it under a glass and throw it outside. It's done. Now, a bee or a wasp, I just might kill if it's in my house, because I am highly allergic to them. But if I can find a way to catch them instead, I'll catch them and let them out. Because that's just who I am. And if I have to kill something, I feel guilty for it. That's just who I am. So, I thank all you people who have subscribed to me. I hope this lets you get to know who I am. I never edit my videos, because first of all, I don't know how. And secondly, I think it kind of allows you to cut out the honesty of the video. And I'd rather have you see the honesty of the video instead of seeing what I want to portray to you. Because the honesty to me is far more interesting than what anybody edits to portray a certain thing. And I honestly think that's where some people get in trouble, is because they edit and edit and edit, and then one day they put a video out there that does portray themselves, and guess what? Everybody gets mad. Well, if you're going to be mad at me, you're going to be mad at me from the start. It's just the way I am. You don't like it, you can move on. You like it? Welcome to Crystal Barkley's little world. Sometimes it's insane, sometimes it's thoughtful, sometimes it's educational, and sometimes it's just all out crazy. But if you can deal with it, so can I. Thanks. Bye.